All right, so in this video here, I'm going to talk about how to stay focused for long periods of time. And this is actually a very strong suit of mine. So I'm going to tell you what I know about this and how I stay focused. And when I say stay focused, I'm usually talking about in the work environment. So obviously I play poker and I stay very focused while I'm playing. And I'm going to tell you how to do that. And this could be any work environment. This doesn't have to be poker, it could be anything, right? So it's funny, when I used to live with roommates, and sometimes I was playing poker and they would actually be trying to talk to me while I'm playing. It's like, hey, Jack, and they just keep saying, hey, Jack, whatever. And like maybe on the fourth time, I was like, look at them like, were you talking to me? Like, I didn't even hear it. I literally didn't even hear it, right? So my focus is so laser sharp that when somebody's, maybe 10 feet away from me trying to get my attention, I can't even hear it because I'm so focused in. So I want to talk about a few things. The first thing I want to talk about is something that I personally do, and this is something I haven't seen too many others doing, and I highly recommend doing it. So, and then I'm going to get into the meat and potatoes of focus after this. This is a small thing that I do, and I think it really works for myself personally. So when I play poker, I wear polarized sunglasses, and you can replace that with blue light blocking lenses or whatever. When I put these sunglasses on, it's a signal to my brain, I am ready to focus and nothing can drop my focus. I'm so focused on this poker when I put these sunglasses on that nothing can take away from it. When I say nothing, I mean like, within reason. So I put these sunglasses on and it's automatic cue to my brain. Time to focus, time to play. Very simply put. And that's a small trick you can do. I know, somebody I know, he puts on like a hat. Sometimes when he's playing poker, he says that kind of helps him to like get into zone. So it's kind of like a signal to your brain. Like maybe you have like a wristband that you put on. Maybe, you have a certain t-shirt that you like wearing when you want to focus. Like, I don't know, whatever. You can use any of those things as kind of like a little hack for, just getting and staying focused. So that's one way. But the biggest thing is, this is the biggest thing. So listen closely. If you have any focus issues, this will fix it. You just have to be willing to do it. This will fix everything. So when you're trying to focus on something very intently, the biggest thing you need to do is not focus on other things, so that the thing you're focusing on takes your full attention. So let me explain what that means. So usually when people are unfocused is because they're thinking about something else, or they have like some browsers open on their computer, or their phone is right by them where they get to see notifications and this and that. These things steal part of your focus, right? These things are stealing part of your focus. So what I suggest is, when you're playing poker, make sure that you're only playing poker, that there's nothing else in your way. That means there's no browsers open on your computer. That means if your phone is out, I always have my phone set downwards. Sound is off. I cannot see the screen. And even if I turn around and saw the screen, I always have my notifications turned onto where they don't even show what they are. So no distractions, all right? If you're unfocused, I would ask you the first question: what else are you doing when you're trying to focus on whatever it is that you're doing? What else are you doing? Is YouTube open? Is your phone near you? Is it showing? Are you thinking about hanging out with friends? Is your mind somewhere else? You need your mind to be only on the thing that you're doing. And the only way the mind is only going to be on the thing that you're doing is if there's nothing else there. Right? So you get to focus zoom focus on exactly what it is that you're doing. So I hope this video helped you, and drop a comment down below if you're having focus issues, and tell me why you're having focus issues, and tell me if you're having focus issues if there's absolutely nothing else distracting you on your mind. I don't think it's even possible. The only thing that can cause you to have focus issues when nothing else is distracting you is if you're very bored with what you're doing, right? So if you're very bored with what you're doing, it's kind of easier for your mind to just wander off and daydream. But if that's the case, then you need to switch up whatever it is that you're doing to make it a little bit more exciting. Find a way to make it a little bit more exciting. Find a way to make it a little bit more exciting, and your brain won't do that anymore. Where it just kind of zooms off, or like find something else that your brain can focus on. With poker, what's easy for me is like to think about the suits of the cards. When I'm focused on the suits of the cards, it kind of helps me in terms of, not being able to have my brain daydream about something else, because I'm actively focused on the suits of the cards, right? I'm actively focused on everything that's in front of me. I'm trying to stay as present as possible. Another thing that obviously helps me is meditation, because meditation is basically training you to focus. Essentially, it's a training for focus. So if you're having like real focus issues and you really, really want to fix it, do all these things. Do all these things. Have some sort of trigger. Put on some sort of sunglasses when you're ready to play. Cut out all the distractions. Do as little as a 5-minute meditation before you start your sessions, to get your brain to try to train your brain to be present with the moment, right? All these things are going to help you. So when I say all these things, those are only 3 things. They're really only 3 things. Not very difficult, especially if you're very serious about, focusing. You have to do these things, right? You can't just, focus. It's like you get in the zone, you get in that zone, and it feels so good when you're focused and in that zone. It really does. And you can manufacture that more than you think you can. Now, you can't force yourself into that all the time. I'm not 1000% focused all the time. Sometimes I lose my focus. Sometimes when I'm playing one table, I have YouTube open, right? And I'm watching like a video on the side if I just have like one table open. It's okay, but if you're playing like 3-4 tables and you're trying to like do something else on the side and watching a movie or have YouTube open or listening to music with words or something, all of those things are going to distract you from, what you're trying to focus on. So be very aware of that. Test different things out for yourself, but get to the bottom of this, because focus is so important in the workplace. If you really want to produce the best work possible and to your highest capabilities and your highest potential, you have to be 100% focused. So do what you can to get there. And if you have any questions, drop it in the comments. If you like the video, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.